valley. Which I think is kind of a... well, I hope it's kind of in the same spirit as Downward and A Story About My Uncle. And this is the game this is the first game I'll be playing from the start with my Orb Weaver. So this could be good, this could be a train wreck. We'll see. So let's see what this game is all about. I guess we'll go with mail. Life Seed is said to contain an incredible earth-shattering power. While mostly written off as myth, some archaeologists are still determining to track down this elusive item, luring some to incredibly remote locations. Let's see if there's any truth behind this myth.
Hey, looks like I missed you. I just wanted to wish you luck before you headed out. I still can't believe you're doing this. I mean, hunting down the... what was it? The life seed? You gotta admit, that sounds crazy. I mean, even if this mythological thing that can shatter worlds or whatever actually exists, what are the chances of you tracking down this ancient relic in the middle of the Rocky Mountains? Listen, I know you want to prove the thing exists. I get that. It's an adventure. Hell, it's your career, but can't you do something normal like the rest of us and just backpack Europe or something? Spend a month in Thailand? But hey, if by some miracle you find this thing and become the most famous archaeologist of all time, beers are on me. I'll even trade in your tinfoil hat for a whip and fedora. I just really hope all those canoeing lessons pay off.
Okay, so even if you find nothing, I don't think that the Rocky Mountains is that better place to go, is it? I mean, I would prefer Europe, but no. Okay, that didn't quite go the right way. Okay, we're dealing with a lot of blurry vision. Useless discount canoeing lessons. Yeah, that didn't. What do you mean bad canoeing lessons? Maybe you don't go down a rapid like this with rocks in front of it. Well, that thing ain't going to do me any good. Quick settings change. Thank you. Ruins, cave drawings. Where the hell am I? Good question, where the hell are you? Some underground cave. Bit of light, not light made it in for a pine tree to grow. Don't quite know if I think the water looks good. It's not. It's a bit gooey, isn't it? Fifth to run. I mean, still it looks really good. Falling, well, that's kind of another story. What game doesn't have a walk outside inside a cave and then get the sun in your face moment? They are so bug standard and they're still so good. I mean, every game has them, but well, there's a reason every game has them. They work. Yeah, I might have had a few complaints about the water, but it's hard to find an issue with this lighting. Valley. Yeah, that's kind of what we entered. And it's easy to impress me with a valley. I'm Dutch, I live in the Netherlands. We don't have valleys. The Netherlands is flat. running lights apparently as well. But yeah, Netherlands, we don't have... Everything is flat. Seriously, our biggest mountain... the Gebberberg, the Gebber Mountain. Spirits? Definitely a strange place. Yeah, what is this place? How hard did I hit my head? Very good question, in fact. Because if I saw that in real life, I would not be saying where the hell am I. I would definitely also question... Well, I would question my senses. Old truck, an old army truck. Must have crashed here ages ago. Fancy blue light as well. Where does that come from? Oh, glowy mushrooms. And it's great. A leaf suit. Looks like a mechanical suit. Let's put it on. Because that's logical. I mean, investigate it, sure, but you wouldn't immediately put it on. Pendulum.
Welcome to the Pathfinder program. As a Pathfinder, you will be tasked with operating and testing the newly developed Leaf suit as our hard-working scientists at Pendulum develop new ways to empower our troops fighting the war in Europe. With the power of the Leaf suit, you will be able to perform unimaginable feats. Leaping high into the air.
Which is not useful if you're being shot at.
As quickly as a cheetah.
Might be useful, still you want to keep your head down.
Life and death itself are part of the many stunts accomplished by the Leaf suit.
Okay, controlling life and death could be useful in the war zone.
An audio reel recorder built directly into the suit allows a Pathfinder to conveniently listen to important intelligence, hands-free during training exercises. And don't forget to keep an ear out for new upgrades available for your suit, as our scientists continue looking for new ways to improve the fearsome might of the Leaf suit. Good luck and safe journey as you test the limits of this amazing new technology.
Cool. Leaf suit, huh? Okay, that definitely has a bit more radio reels.
Virginia King, Audio Journal, June 4th, 1941. Shortly after the outbreak of war in Europe, I was enlisted by the Army to study the history of this valley. The mysterious forest sprites seem to be the last living remnants of the long-lost culture that once lived here. A large number of them seem to inhabit the northeast sector of the valley, just past the ruins where the life seed, rumored to possess an earth-shattering power, was found. That's as good a place as any to study them.
Search for the life seed near the dig site. Okay. And yeah, that jump definitely has a bit of a story about my uncle feeling to it. A really high jump that I can definitely appreciate. Definitely some cool legs about it. Archaeological excavation site. Dig site located on trail. Random slopes to gain momentum to jump higher and further. Alright. Okay, that's a very long jump. I wouldn't mind actually like this in real life. Okay, this definitely has a bit more focus on running, doesn't it? Oh, okay. Okay, sure, I'll just make that then. Yeah, this is definitely really cool. Enemies stored within the loose suit, known as armor, can be given to one's living things. And I made the deer alive again, which is... Well, I don't know if that would really be a good thing to do. I mean, the hits... Oh! Bring an old tree back to life. I mean, death is just... is a thing, so... bring everything back to life, I don't know if that's that good of an idea. There's probably a 100% bonus for doing this, but well, you can probably guess that I'm not too interested in that. It's mostly that movement that I really love. I mean, that's basically what these types of games are generally just... They are basically walking simulators where the walking is gameplay. Life can also be taken from nearby living things rich in energy, such as a tree or animal, to replenish your suit. As robust life forms, such as blades of grass, provide no value. Okay, why would I want to do that? Okay, so that's something I can do. Does it look to anybody else like he is doing that basically boxing stance? When running, just having his thumbs basically point towards himself. Oh, ruins. Quest updated. Seems like these fireflies react to energy. Oh, those fireflies. So whatever they are around, you...
The Army calls this valley Area 634, but I've ascribed a new word for it. Susurrus.
Susurrus.
The beauty of that word seems to rival the majesty of this place. I suppose that would make its ancient inhabitants officially known as Susurians. To think these ruins have existed here for so long, that they predate any known civilization on the continent. They seem to have infused the life energy from trees into their infrastructure, but how?
There it is. So I can also take the life from those things. God knows why we want to do it though. Still need to train a little bit. With the jumping and moving. Oh, a little spirit. Yeah. Open crates. Alright, what do we find in crates? Energy crate. Energy capacity is increased with capacitor upgrades. 0.4 to complete an energy canister. Okay. Note from a Pathfinder. I could watch these sprites all day. I can't believe how friendly they are. Brave enough to come right up to us. I guess they have no reason to fear us. aren't natural predators to them at all. Yeah, same went for the dodo. And remind me how well that ended up for them. Alright, I got an extra bit of energy. There we go, and then that one as well. And then probably somewhere around here we find the last one.
Luckily for me, the military is helping to explore all these ruins through the soldiers piloting leaf suits. They call these soldiers pathfinders since they can trek through terrain normally inaccessible to someone like me. Every guy back home's gonna want to go joyriding in a leaf suit. But until the military's project comes to a close, we're cut off from any contact outside the valley. I guess the world will have to wait just a bit longer to get their hands on these rides.
Well then, these medallions are said to be used to access an ancient pyramid. Collect enough pieces to gain entry to each chambers. Okay, acorn. Collect enough acorns to gain access through certain ancient doorways. Collectibles. Don't know if this game really translate well into collecting stuff, because it seems to mostly really I mean, this isn't really downward. That is a game that translates really well into collecting stuff, but this seems to be a game that is falling momentum to break through cracked surfaces. Okay. Oh. AKA that. Okay, fair enough. But yeah, this game seems to be much more about running around really fast and jumping really high, so I don't think that collectible gameplay goes really well alongside that. Mainly because, well, in Downward you could always return to an area. In this, that's not really an option. Soldiers piloting leaf suits. Leap effortlessly through air functionality. Wow. Are known as pathfinders. Their ability to manipulate light with running speed up to 110 kilometers an hour makes them deadly additions to the battlefield. 110 kilometers an hour. I don't think so, buddy. That is not a...
Just what are these glowing orbs that everyone is making a fuss over? They're absolutely beautiful. They seem to grow randomly throughout the valley. I know nothing about them other than that they are indigenous to this valley and that the army is using their energy for their war project. That's about as much as they'll tell me. Such a shame. I wish they would just let them be. But I suppose it's the whole reason we're here to begin with.
Yeah, that's one of those sad things about, well, that's one of those sad positives about war. It's really good at making us move forward. Surus Valley. Yeah, you see, this is kind of why this type of gameplay doesn't really seem to gel really well with the game, with the type of gameplay, because it's kind of meant to just... I mean, I feel like it's meant to be run around in. I mean, that's basically what it's saying with its momentum mechanic. That doesn't sound good. That really doesn't sound good. Oh, bloody hell, no. Any hell? Ew. The leaf suit's quantum death functionality allows its users to return to life after dying. Okay. So instead of you dying, you basically kill the area around you. But life must be traded for life. The more you die, the more the valley around you will die around you until it's fully deadened. Without enough life in the valley, you cannot be revived. Give life back to dead plants or animals to revitalize the valley. Okay, that's a pretty cool way to make a life mechanic as well. And definitely something that a game like this needs. Because it's really easy to... well, different games do it in really different ways. I mean, A Story About My Uncle did it in a really basic way of just...
It's clear to me that the natives of the valley worshipped the giant tree here almost as a deity. Great lengths were taken to construct obelisks around this tree, which the ancients used to help grow it. I've begun to use the term Titan tree to designate this species. According to my interpretations, once every 1,000 years, the Titan tree will produce the mythological and famed life seed, said to possess the power to shatter the world into fragments. No wonder the military is so interested in this place.
Oh, that tree produces a life seed. And what I'm supposed to do is... I'm supposed to kill it and drop down. I mean, couldn't I do that? Okay, no. The roots stay. Okay, we keep the thing alive. Yeah, this momentum building doesn't really seem to... really doesn't seem to gel well with the entire momentum system the thing has going. Because with a momentum system you basically say what you want to accomplish is high speeds. And with hiding things you are saying what you want to accomplish is low speeds. By giving life to trees, there's a chance one or more golden acorns will drop. Right? I can use acorns to open certain acorns. Okay, I'm not... Okay. I lost my reticle for a bit of time. So, acorns. Oh, didn't I used them up. Okay. Yeah, this is a lot of learning what this game has to offer.
The rites of this valley, which I've come to call daemons, are so lively. I've done my best to study their behaviors, but without a zoologist on site, I'm mostly coming up dry. They're completely harmless, so the army tends to ignore them as they go about their research. I wonder if the world would clamor to have these daemons as pets. I'm sure my mother could use one. Better than all those feral cats in her backyard anyways.
Yeah, we would take them as pets or something. Take over their land. And take what they have and... oh, no, claim what they have and... yeah, maybe I'm a bit depressing. Oh. Note from Virginia King. My mother would tell me stories of daemons as ghostly and benevolent late nature spirits. That name seems fitting. It will have to do for now until a zoologist can classify the forest sprites more appropriately. Yeah, I wouldn't know what I would classify them as. I mean, they seem to have most in common with, I would say, jellyfish. But of course, jellyfish don't, well, gave it life. So, oh. Okay, so that definitely boosted that tree up a lot. So, can I now run over this? Yes, I can. Please tell me there's no falling damage, because I will be dead. Thank you. But I was talking about how different games do basically dying differently. Because, for instance, oh god. Oh, that's a big thing. But you didn't do the... So they did build things next to these obelisks, but they didn't activate them? I mean, I guess you could say that they are smarter and don't just randomly do things like this, but still. Oh, and then I make some speed and smash my way through a wall. That seems smart.
According to legend, the life seed is said to be a bringer of death on a global scale, splintering the earth into fragments. Such end-time scenarios are common across mythologies, from the apocalypse to Ragnarok. However, it's unusual for the event to surround a particular object, especially one acquired by mortals.
Yeah, and that definitely makes the idea of acquiring it, well, not really a great idea. That is definitely a very large tree. Does its base also change, or does that stay the same? I mean, it's not like just a quick run back there will take very long. But yeah, sorry about my uncle just put you back on the where you started. And downwards has a, I mean, that has a death mechanic, and you definitely want to try and avoid dying in that game, but it also has the mechanic of, well, you have a little mark that you place, and with the press of a button you go back to that mark. Okay, so yeah, it doesn't. Oh. Yeah, I'm kind of mean to the developers by going to check that out. Sorry, devs. That's just the kind of thing that I also enjoy seeing. I mean, I love it when those things are looked at, when those details are taken into account. But of course, that sadly also leads to me finding when it isn't done. I don't think that I can swim in the leaf suit. And this leaf suit has a lot of commonality with the suit in The Story About My Uncle. And yes, I'm sorry I keep bringing that up, but that is the reason I'm playing this. I mean, that was the first types of these games that I played, and I really loved it, and it's such a great game. And where's that thing that I saw a... I think that was the first type of this game that I found, and is the reason that I'm playing this game. But that is a very scary face.
The origin of this valley's inhabitants continues to elude me. They seem to have coexisted with the mysterious forest sprites. I find loose hints of Mesoamerican civilizations such as the Olmec, with their renowned colossal headstone sculptures dating back to 900 BC. Strangely though, the Olmec civilization was much younger and located no less than 5,000 kilometers away from here.
Okay, so I don't know about giant faces anywhere else. That is a stupidly big tree. That's just seriously irresponsibly big. But yeah, the only big heads that I know of are on Easter Island. But I will also be completely honest and say that that is not really my area of expertise. So let's see what this giant tree has for us in stock. Apparently the object that will lead to the end of the world. That's a good idea to go collect, isn't it? I mean, maybe the army being interested in it is one thing, but... Okay, so that's the idea. It becomes so big that the roots just lift the entire thing up.
How did this civilization take hold so far north? The land here isn't arable, yet the population that lived here was clearly sedentary in nature. This leads me to believe this place was used as a sacred ground. Are these monuments to the mythical cannibal giants of native lore? The Saiteka?
Note from a Pathfinder. Just my luck. First day on a training run, and what do I run into? One of those swarms they kept on warning us about in the briefing. The darn thing nearly killed me. Thank goodness I had enough energy to pacify the swarm. What on earth made them so damn aggressive? Probably the need to make sure people don't get their hands on the life seed, because that thing sounds stupidly dangerous to the entire world. So, let's go collect it in the next episode.